And one of our iconic campaigns that we thought, was really in a position to making a difference during this moment in time is Love Has No Labels, which some of you may be familiar with. We had an iconic piece of content that launched in 2015. It was dancing skeletons where, they're behind a screen and then, revealed are, unexpected human connections, that it really challenges you to, think about your own inherent bias that you may think you don't have, that really, empowers people to understand that they can be part of the solution. That piece of content was followed up by, something from John Cena that really asked Americans to question what it meant to be patriotic during July 4th, during a very divisive time in our country. Here's here's who America really is. And again, close your eyes and imagine the average American and then be forced to challenge your own assumptions. So the next slide. So, when we all started to see what was happening to the Asian community in the midst of the pandemic, we really thought it was, our calling to join forces with the best minds and the best network of partners in our industry to really do something meaningful and make a difference. There was already a lot of good work out there, and we wanted to figure out where could we plug in and really amplify and change attitudes and behaviors, and importantly, open up people's hearts and create more of a human connection with, a whole community that was, wrongly being blamed for the virus. When you had the China virus, every time you turned on the television, when you saw the data and the statistics, that real people are experiencing at such a greater extent, discrimination, hate crimes. 1 in 3 Asian Americans report being a victim of slurs or jokes because of their race or ethnicity since the pandemic began. We saw data that said 40% felt like others felt uncomfortable around them. And then you had, a real dramatic increase in reported hate crimes against Asian Americans. And we thought, this was our moment in time to really do something. So that was kind of the genesis of the why. And we thought, Love Has No Labels with, a lot of brand equity in terms of really tackling bias and discrimination in our country by revealing real human beings, creating that emotional connection and showing, what we can all do to make a difference, was the real impetus behind this campaign. Next slide. So I think we can try and take a look at the film right now.
I've heard people make comments like, thanks for bringing the virus over.
Didn't it come from you guys?
A passenger told me that I should go back to China.
I've had strangers cough at me.
People move away from me.
Someone spit 3 times towards my direction. I felt so violated. My biggest fear is that all the stereotypes that we've worked so hard to break are just going to be reversed. And I won't let that happen.
Everyone has to keep everyone else safe. We all have to play our part.
I've been spending 8 to 10 hours a day making masks.
I donate my plasma.
As an essential worker, I'm delivering food, groceries for my community.
I know I'm putting myself at a little extra risk. I'm happy to do it.
It's really hard to talk about racism when all I want to do is cry about it.
You have to talk about it to other people. You have to tell them these things exist.
We're all human.
I'm a firefighter, not a virus.
I'm a mask maker, not a virus.
I'm a nurse, not a virus.
I'm a delivery woman.
I'm a rideshare driver.
I'm a chef, a neighbor,
Artist,
Bus driver.
I'm a doctor.
Fight the virus. Fight the